Good morning, Scorpio. Happy Friday to you all. I hope that you've had a good week. Been able to connect with some of you. It's been wonderful. So this is going to be your weekend. I always kind of feel from Spirit, this is like a 3-4 day kind of thing, like Friday through Monday kind of feel. So take this for Friday through Monday of April, what is this, the 3rd, 4th, something like that. I don't even know what day it is. I know it's Friday. I don't know what date it is. There we go. So Scorpio, the time you're viewing this, that's when it's for you. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watcher, if that's you, welcome aboard. My name is Nicole, and I'm happy that you're here. So thank you for that. Scorpio, personal reads are open and available. Information is found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Channel memberships are open. Channel members, you'll be getting some new content out here before long as well. Probably going to take a slightly different approach to some things there. And there we are. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Scorpio, cheers to the weekend for you, right? Libra's reading went out too, so I'm sure you all have other placements. Those will be, making their way out as well. So, all right, Scorpio, let's get down to it. What is going on for the weekend for you? What do you need to know? Scorpio, surprise, 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 right? Somebody looking at you. I don't. Private eyes, they're watching you. You've always got people peering in on you. You've made I'm hearing curious notes this week. So I don't know, I feel like these are people that have kind of picked up on you, kind of moving around, doing things, right? I don't think that you've been spotlight sort of out there, right? But you've been out doing what you need to do, and maybe tending to your finances this week, tending to responsibilities, tending to life in general. You always tending to do you, right? Doing what you need to do, only to find other people are watching you, right? So we'll see. All right, Spirit, for Scorpio this weekend, what's going on here? Talent, showcasing, Scorpio, as I said, it's like you're showcasing yourself, right? It's you being out there. You're not necessarily doing anything but being in the flow. Music, talents, you could be, this weekend, you could be doing, say performing music, listening to music, working on a craft, something that inspires you to keep moving forward, right? It's a feel-good kind of energy where there's emotion flowing. You're not it's head down on the practice, Spirit is saying. Head down on the practice of what you're cultivating, Scorpio. You are planting seeds. And Spirit, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's spiraling upward, right? You're working on yourself. You're being transparent to things. I think that was always the really cool thing about this card. Like, he's ghost-like, right? Like, he just moves, and he's in flow, and you can see through him, and there's nothing about him that is questionable. 333 on the clock as I say that. He's just who he is in that card. It's like looking, I remember saying to you not long ago, it's like Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? He's there, you see his image, but you can see right through him. You can see through to the other side, Scorpio. There's something about seeing through to the other side, whether this is for yourself, this is dealing with other people, things that you're involved in, people that you're involved with. There may be something too, Spirit is saying, that you're going to rediscover about yourself by way of being like this. You could have a loved one too on the other side, Scorps, that music could have been a very important thing between the two of you, and that could be pretty general, right? It's a pretty general kind of thought. But there's something specific to that, though, for you. Like, it digs deeper than just, hey, we had this one song that we would listen to in the car. It runs deeper than that. There's a specific, maybe an instrument, a particular sound that you would be caught on, not just a song of, hey, that was something, that song made me think about so-and-so, but it touches deeper to the soul space, Scorpio. The harmony of balance that comes in, Scorpio, soulmate energy popping in, What the hell? What's going on here? We are going to hold right there. Somebody could have had a mustache or sunglasses a lot. Longer fingers. Somebody could have played in an orchestra of sorts. So orchestra kind of music too could be of importance. Could be dealing with a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Scorpio, at one point I do think too, in the past, side note here, there was someone that you've seen as pretty stable. Maybe pretty put together, pretty prestigious in their own right. Lacking emotionality to certain situations. There's something new here coming into form for you, the Hierophant Taurus again. So could be a Taurus, could be Taurus season. I don't know. But it's a non-traditional value that you may be in approval of, is what I'm hearing. So you could be making this call. The Emperor, the Aries, Taurus, Gemini season, Scorpio, Pisces, the emotions, Hangman. This season, this 4-5-6, you may have been seeing 4-5-6, 5-6-4, any order of those three specific numbers. March may have been a very trying period for you. Right, there we go. So it may feel to you that April is kind of a mixed bag. Some really good moments, some really like what the hell kind of moments. But it's a choice about the authority, right? The Emperor is the authoritative power, the leadership role. You're examining partnerships of what your whole new way of doing partnerships over the next 3 months, Scorpio, is going to change significantly. It is an exploration of scenes. You could be testing out your talents and skill sets in these new partnerships, going, in the last chapter of my life, in the last book of my life, right? Like I learned all of these things. I'm ready to use that to my advantage moving forward. Reinventing the wheel, Scorpio, really, in some ways, which ironically enough is good for you. It's a change that you're bringing forward. So if it's a change that you bring forward, it's a change that you're comfortable with, right? So what else? This forgotten person. There's somebody in the background, Scorps. Another 4 cups. This could be work. This could be friends, right? This could be a relationship. Scorpio, whether you've meant to or not, you've separated yourself from a particular situation that feels, I don't know, it's almost lethargic in some ways. Not a lot happens. It's there, it exists. Where you're going to kind of have to put the cold shoulder to it and go, this may not be for me anymore, or at least not right now, in order to bring balance and harmony back into your own life. And I'm thinking of a couple of things when I had a call with a client the other day, and I'm going to make this clear. Just because maybe you're married to somebody, they might be going through a rough rut, right? So it's, you taking care of you doesn't mean that you're getting a divorce, right? It's just, hey, I acknowledge that this is our situation, and I can't really do much for them right now, so in the meantime, I'm going to put the focus on me and take care of me, right? For others of you, if you're, if this is a relationship and, you've seen a repetitive pattern over time and it's not just a rut, it's an ongoing thing, it could be time to leave, right? To emotionally distance yourself, because it's like no matter what you've offered, that offer is not being taken up with this 4 of Cups and this forgotten past person, old friend, whatever this might be for you. And it's like, I want to lean into adventure. It's the adventure of spirit, Scorpio, that's living within you. And it could be over this weekend. It could be for weeks to come, months to come, years to come, your whole life. Who knows? But something needs to be, some conclusion needs to be drawn that allows you to move forward. 9 of Cups. The Chariot. I don't know where the 9 of Cups just came from. Spirit. You just want to be happy. You want to be known for being happy. So it's like, I said to you the other day, right? Scorpio, watch your reputation. Maybe it's your reputation. Maybe is just having a smile on your face. What if that is the thing, right? Just being happy. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're out doing scandalous things. It just, What do you want to be known for? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Happy, sad, indifferent, helper, kind, a good friend, honest, integrity, right? Reputation doesn't mean that, again, you're out being scandalous, promiscuous, or whatever, right? It's not. I think some people took that statement a little to the extreme. Let's find the balance in the middle, right? Your reputation is what you're known for. Okay? Your reputation is what you're known for. All right. Scorpio, the rest of this weekend, what's going on? Saturday, Spirit, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Affairs, Scorpio, third parties, photographs. I'm hearing, I feel like somebody's blaming somebody here, Scorpio, for something. And then there's honor. I said about your reputation, your intuition. This third party, I'm hearing something to the effect of I had your back, or did you have my back? There could be some kind of argument taking place. But there's some memory. There's again this idea of an old memory that comes through. Something's being left in the distance, Scorps. I don't know what that represents to you, but this weekend it's I've said this recently, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the things that are coming up in your forethoughts. Spirit is saying, the Magician. Something, for some of you, something could come in as, again, not a scandalous thing, right? But as a third-party situation, I'm going to use a really crazy example. You're going to Walmart. I don't even know. That's your intention when you leave the house, is to go to Walmart, and on the way you take this other route and you pass a Target and you're like, oh wait, you know what, there's Target, I'm just going to stop at Target. Target's become the third party. Target pulled you away from Walmart, okay? The competition. It's anything, Scorpio, anything outside of where you were intending to go or do, or that type of thing initially. Anything outside of that energetic field of where you are. Okay. Your spiritual construct could feel third party related. There's a defining definition, Scorpio, to something that you're doing that says it's like your spirituality. It's not baggage. It's just, it comes with your morals and your principles and your values now. So it would be defining a new belief system for you that says, in my connections, in my work, in my ethics, if I'm going to do these things, this is now my new belief of who I've become as a result, again, of the last chapter. And as I engage with I'm hearing new societies, new people, new places, this is now a part of me, right, that I'm going to incorporate. Could you imagine, well, it's like Ebenezer, right? Very mean-spirited, but then realizes, like, what it is to be nice. So his new incorporation of himself would be to be nice, right? It's, again, reputation at the end of the day. There's something here that is intervening, and I feel like it has to do with your spirituality, Scorpio, that is become a third-party factor to decisions that you make and the choices and the people that you take on in your life. But it's also a connection with your higher self, and it's also about the connections that you're sharing with others at this time. You've asked for this. There's some sort of self-mastery, and some of you could be kind of plunging. Spirit's literally really using the word plunging back and forth. So to me, it's almost like hopping from one side to the other in this, going, there's still something I haven't quite let go of, is what I'm hearing. You too, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I think that popped up the other day, right? So it's like you're remembering, literally the Five of Pentacles, that was upright in the deck, so strange, what it was to manifest yourself out of a particular situation. So it's kind of like, my example of not smoking, right? It's like you've worked yourself out of it, and then you go somewhere that, everybody and their mother is smoking in the first week that you quit, and you've kind of thrown yourself in the fire of relapsing on that, right? You have to create time and distance in a situation that has left you high and dry in the past. Time and distance, Spirit is saying, is that is being created for you at this time, King of Swords. This is where these new articulating thoughts are coming through. Wanting something that is fair and balanced. Something is needed, Spirit saying, that is fair and balanced for you specifically. But the spiritual side of this third party too, there's, Scorpio, for some of you, it's going to be a person. It's going to be a person. Others of you, this could be a job. Others of you, this is, I think no matter what the external factor to this is, the internal is the spiritual awareness. The internal to this third party dynamic is the emotion that is attached to what it feels like when you connect. And does it trigger, Spirit saying, does it trigger anything for you as well? Are you noticing anything of the such? Goodness gracious. Let's see what else. As I say that, everything's falling out. Universal Merkaba, that card came out the other day. A sacred purpose, you have the answer, lucid dreaming. I've said to you, watch your dreams, right? You could be, it's a very light and dark sort of contrast there. I mean, literally very, very different. You're moving into that light, but it's also, I don't know, Scorpio, it's like you're mesmerized by something else. I remember, I don't think that anybody's transitioning necessarily, right? But I remember a period of time when my grandmother was ill and passing, and about 5 days before she passed away. I remember her laying in her hospital bed looking up in the corner of the ceiling, and I could see what she saw. I could see that they were calling her home. But her focus was it was a dead gaze. It was a dead gaze of forward focus and movement. It was the only thing she saw. You could call it tunnel vision into the light, right? She didn't realize that I was sitting there beside her. She didn't realize she was even in this world. But I could see what she saw. And that was her late husband and my grandmother, which was her daughter. So she was my great grandmother. That was her daughter. But they were calling her home. They were waiting for her. And but that tunnel vision she had, she was very disconnected from me and the physical world in that moment, just knowing where she was going. And it brought her a sense of sacred purpose. It brought her a sense of, I'm coming. Scorpio, there's something coming for you. And outside of that, you've got those people, outside of that tunnel vision that you have, that maybe aren't so happy with you, right? Maybe they're jealous of you. Maybe they're not seeing what you see, what it is to walk that spiritual path, what it is for you to immerse yourself in things that feel good and are in divine flow of who you are and where you're going. Most of you have this very divine talent about you. This characteristic of traits that have brought you here to be teachers and healers. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be on YouTube, right? Doesn't mean that you're going to be on some psychic network or famous and on a billboard in New York or whatever it might be. It simply means that in the world in which you live, you could be a teacher as it is, right? In the school system, you could be a doctor. You could be anything. You could be a social worker, right? Hell, you could work at the grocery store. You could just be a motivator to a team on a higher note where it's been a toxic work environment for a long time, and you're there to lighten the load, right? You're there to be a part of something that teaches Spirit some sensitivity to a situation. And your tunnel vision for that is you being drawn in with honor. Whether you know it or not, as you're coming into these new meetings, it's about the honor for you. It's other people honoring who you are, seeing you as you stand. And the reason that this comes up over the weekend, Scorpio, is you might just have some time for a change to sit still and sit with that. Plans, Spirit, thank you. Plans may be canceled. So not only are other people looking at you, Scorpio, you are looking at yourself. You are reviewing the objects, Spirit, the objects around you that have brought you to this point. Knights Templar too. Knights Templar. Changing, and look, your connections. I just said it. It's all changing, right? 2121 on the clock. That's a repeat number for you. Change and connect. Every Scorpio, everything in your life is changing. And if you're meeting up with friends and family and things that you've not seen in a while, it's like they're going to look at you and you're going to appear so zen. You ever see those like little memes of the puppy dogs that are just zen, or the frogs, like little frog statues, and they're just zen with their long frog legs crossed? Or that cat that's like woosah, right? Little kitties that are sitting there meditating. Scorpio, that's you. Who knew that Scorpio could be in that space? Like, you're just, and even if it's not all day, it's okay. Even if your monkey mind is, carrying you away from moment to moment, or from time to time, it's still a place that you're in. 22 on the clock. It's still a moment that you find solace in, even the chaos, even in the hard stuff. If it's just a moment where you are in the shower and you feel like you can just breathe. If for 1 minute you feel like all the pressure has been released off of you this weekend, it's okay to accept that not everything is hard anymore. And that the hardest decisions that we make they're based in fear, right? We're making a fearful choice. But, you're taking some time to review certain situations, okay? Your weekend is really, Spirit, full of peace and peace. Practice peace, peaceful practice, and practice in peace. There's about 1,000 ways to put that, I guess. What else for Scorpio? Sunday, Monday. Park. Getting out in nature. It's a retreat, right? It's a retreat. Sunday. Some of you could be getting out and about on Sunday. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Pay attention to your dreams. Sunday into Monday. Something else taking form here. Don't just sit inside looking outside. It's time to get out and do, Scorpio. If you are if you're not doing things, something about the sky. Pay attention to the sky, the skyline. Sky's the limit. It's a win for you to expand your horizon, to open up to those horizons, the new possibilities. Stop boxing yourself into a world that it's like an unknown sense of space, and maybe you've been there for a while. But you look at those two cards. Do you see how open it is? Do you see how just wide open it all can be? It's okay if said Elton John, "Don't let the sun go down on me." But Scorpio, the connotation to that is When you think about making an exit from something, you are feeling bad for that situation, and you don't even know if that situation actually feels that way. Here you go. This is, if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, they don't feel bad about anything. But you feel bad thinking because you have a human empathetic bone in your body that they're going to feel bad and you wouldn't want them to feel pain. Right? Think about that. It's kind of like the same energy that I'm picking up here. Is you feel bad about something, like a choice that you feel you need to make. Not because it goes against, it stands, that choice is everything you know you need it to be for you. But that choice is, well, what does that do to the other person? That's self-sacrifice. Sounds cold to say this, but it's not your problem. Not your problem. Queen of Swords, she are King and Queen of Swords, Scorpio. A lot of air. Ace of Swords is, you know, this retreat has a truth to it, and you're afraid you're going to anger or upset somebody else. 26. Knight of Swords comes out. So that Knight of Swords is also a representation of resentment and time. That's not what you want. You want to expand your horizons. You want to go from that 3, that exploration of the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. Happy home, happy life, right? Happy life. All the things. You want cause to celebrate. It's almost like you want to quietly move through life just happy, right? Just being a part of things, feel good things, picnics and rainbows and butterflies. Obviously, there will be difficulties along the way, right? Nothing is planned out perfectly. But in order to get there, though, you're going to have to step outside of the sphere of hurting someone else's feelings. And I'm not saying that you wouldn't hurt their feelings, and I'm certainly not trying to make you feel bad, but are you making it worse on yourself than it already is? They might surprise you and be like, well, good, I wanted you gone anyhow, Scorpio. Right? Like it's something like that. There's also something to ladies specifically, or those that identify as the neckline. There's an air of beauty. Like, you think about some of the old portraits back in the day, it was kind of like bust up kind of thing, right? Like, I don't know, like from here up is what is being seen about you. Some of you could be bank tellers. I don't know where the hell that just came from. I don't know. But there's something about the angle of the chest, the face, the definition to the neck, the jawline. Like, I don't know. Some of you could be renewing your driver's license as well. Who knows what you're doing this weekend? Or maybe Monday. But there's something that's very poised. There's also somebody coming into view of parts of you. This is very could be sensual, not gonna lie. This is also maybe you taking a look at yourself in the mirror and realizing, Spirit, you're not as bad off as you seem. There's a self-review, Scorpio. Of many things. Birds could be a very big significance to you too. I'm hearing I'm gonna be fine. Those of you that are in your divine feminine energy, there's a calm. There's this amazing calmness to you. Some of you could be planting things, prepping, right? Cultivating things. But there's a beauty in the femininity of what is bare, what is what is cultivated, what is natural. It's also, Spirit is saying, personal acceptance. So men and women, them, they alike, finding a level of acceptance within yourself, within your divine feminine energy, and caring for that this weekend. Feel your roots from your feet and your tailbone. If you're meditating, feel it. Feel the connection that you have to the space around you. Let that flow through your body. There is some very deep spiritual connectivity that you're making, whether this is with Mother Earth, with Gaia, with yourself, with another human being. It's consecrating. Is that a word? Is that how you say it? A divine union of sorts. And I'm going to say to you, this divine union, Spirit's calling it electrically charged, Scorpio. You all may think I'm crazy. I don't even know, but it's the wildest feeling that I've got right now. You could call it mystical. You could call it magical. I call it a universal connectivity. So those of you out there, right, on a universal consciousness of I'm going to call it one love, right? That is igniting a healing vibration across the world. Every moment of your life this weekend and moving forward that you are stepping into this idea of one love, you're helping to heal this world. One person, one touch, Scorpio. I don't care if you reach out and touch somebody's hand in a moment of sadness. That touch is healing. You could do this. You could have this interaction with yourself and a baby, not even know it. You could have this interaction by simply looking somebody in the eye. Then on a personal level, just the way you say something that may diffuse the situation, the way you interact with those around you could just bring some sense of peace that's not been there in a really long time. I remember, was it this morning? Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That love is the antidote, Scorpio. Love is the antidote. And this weekend, you're no longer fearing that love. You're just seeing it differently. You're not letting it define you from a space of fear. And where you show up to help heal others. Every day you heal yourself, you're healing another person. You're healing another facet of this life. You've trained for this your entire life, 33. You've trained for this specific avenue your whole life. And I split the cards of this Kuan Yin. I've been very, very drawn to use the Kuan Yin deck lately. And all I did was split the deck. And it's like, do you ever go read a book at the bookstore? You just pick it up and there was that one line. It says, Spring Mother Magu, and I hope I'm saying that right. Magu, goddess of spring, healing and transformation brings you blessings now. You are asked to remember the light can come from even the darkest of beginnings. There's the light, there's that dark, right? That spring only ever comes after winter. The challenge can be to trust that winter will end. Exploring the unknown parts of yourself will result in self-discovery and a healing rebirth for you. It would be an easy way to say it, Scorpio, to say that just say no to the past. And not that you owe anybody any explanation, because you don't. But when you hear yourself go no, to anything from before. I think the introspective part here is for you to ask yourself why. And not because you need to explain it to anybody else, but simply because you know what's got you here. There is the introspection, and look at this. As I'm looking at her hair, what's that? That looks like a ram for Aries, right? Those two horns. The horns, the Aries ram. She's dressed reds and greens and golds. She's turned her face. She's turned the other cheek from a period spirit of disappointment and lethargy, apathy, silence, wonder, fear. And she's ready to do it again. Now is time to make those movements, Scorpio. I don't know, I've come to find in the past few months, the weekend reads, they could fall over the weekend, but they're not so much, hey, you're going here and hey, you're doing that, as it is a period of downtime from the craziness of our Monday through Friday world, even though people work on the weekends. To introspect because it's a little quieter. The pressure is less, right? Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, go, 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 go. The weekend, yeah, it's still go, right? We still got to be at work. We still got to do things. And there may be moments of pressure, but it's not that Monday through Friday gig. I don't know why that's important. It's a different pressure. It's a different sort of pressure. Scorpio, in healing, again, yourself, you are healing the world around you. And it's like, even if you join something new or whatever, the whole new, and I'm going to call it even a new energy vibration, right, as a whole, you've joined that and you're a part of that and you leave it, you're leaving an imprint until the next time you come back. Or you're just going to leave a lasting imprint from that point forward, and they're going to know who you were. It's very beautiful. Split the deck one more time. Final words. Veil of Shadows. A lotus blossom from the deep rich mud into which she plunges her roots. I said, feel your roots from your feet, your tailbone, right? And draws great nourishment. It's time to replenish, Scorpio. From this mud made of water and earth, growth happens and great beauty is revealed. Your soul lotus thrives in the depth of emotion and the aliveness of your body into which she can plant herself and unfold as a lotus of light. You have reached a grand state of empowerment. It's one love. It's one love. It's the love that comes from you and vibrates out. Scorpio, whatever you're doing in your work for yourself, honor, integrity, peace, and blessings in abundance. It's a beautiful energy to be in. I'm leaving it there. Scorpio, I like this read for you. It's fantastic. Stay in that vibe, live in that vibe, feel that vibe for so long as you can, because you're going to draw a lot from it. It's going to help you in the weeks to come. Okay? 2 weeks out, some disappointments may happen, and you're going to need that internal peace. All right? Okay. Sending you all so much love. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads, again, open and available. Email below in the description box and the about section of the page. Sending you all love. See you soon.